You're listening to JW Raw with Eminem.
Ferguson is just, he cuts you up from the bottom too.
Yeah, he does. He's very dangerous.
Yeah.
So a lot of the strength and conditioning stuff that you're teaching these guys are to strengthen up parts of the body that like their hips and legs.
Hips are so big. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen it with fighters now. Except just working with, I was fortunate enough. I got to work with high level guys first. A lot of high level from
Yeah, you're baptized by fire.
Yeah,
man.
Cowboy Cerrone, John Jones, Kyle Noak,
Yeah.
Jonathan Webb. Like it's jumped into a lot of fighters coming in with me, and we always were in a camp. Like it was never a break. So I was always testing stuff out, seeing what we were doing. But the biggest thing I always see with these fighters is just the overall hip strength. And I look at, because they're so used to being in a position with their feet kind of turned out and wanting to turn. I want them to get their feet, straight as far as the training goes. Feet straight, knees kind of align with their feet. So we really work a lot with bands and other types of implements to help strengthen them up there. So then when they go into the ring, they're just stronger overall. Like I use the terminology of, I want you to feel the ground under you and be able to use the ground, because that's big. If they're able to engage through the ground, through their feet, when they have somebody up on the cage, or they're taking them down or whatever, they're able to really get that strength from the ground. Because without that contact between their feet and the overall ground, then they can't do what they have to do. So that's a big thing I really try to put in their head, is like, if you're strong here on the ground, you're able to do a lot more.
Yeah, well, obviously you're doing something right if all these top level guys reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Well, you became an overnight sensation with John Jones. I think it was at 214. They had you on Embedded and
that last.
And you were just all over every promo and everything. So that it's
and what's nice is the attention to the little detail. Like, I always thought I did this great, and then I went to Lawrence, and it turns out my hips were weak, and then my wrists were weak, and I was doing this wrong, and this whole time I thought I wasn't. So it's nice to have those little, attention to details with certain things, rather than just going in there, getting on a bike and just sprinting for like 10 minutes and shit like that. It's you're correcting every little thing, even if it comes down to your finger strength or your wrist strength. Everything that will play factors into a fight.
100%.
Through these doors walk the greatest fighters in the world.